Hi, all. Good afternoon. I'm going to share my screen. Please let me know if it is visible. Hope it is visible. In yesterday's session, what we have seen is with the class, right? So in with the class, we have seen only the simple select inside the with, right? So these are all the queries which we have seen. So the main important thing about the with class is we have already seen yesterday that in order to separate the big query into smaller portion and also in order to do some reusability inside the code, okay, inside the query, we use the with the class, right? So and also we have seen the reusability also. In this query we have did some discount formula and we have reused that in many places, right? And also we have seen how to separate the big query into smaller. And I have did one big query. I have did one query by relating the two tables by using with the class and also without with the class, right? And I have shown you how to do that. So in today's session, we are going to see the same with the class with data modifying statements. Yesterday, we have seen the select statement within the with class, right? In today's session, we are going to see data modifying statements. What are all the data modifying statements? How to modify the data? In order to do some changes inside the data, we need to use update and delete, right? So in today's session, that is the two things which we are going to see inside the with class. Okay, in with the class. So we will take the same data set. Okay, same invoice details, invoice master, and item master. So here we are having, you people already know that we are having two master table and one invoice details table, right? And we have kept this master inside this master table. We have kept this item, invoice ID as an primary key, and here this is the foreign key. And inside this item master, we have established the relationship this one as a primary key and the same key which comes here also as an foreign key relationship. So this is the relationship between these three tables we have already seen, and one more column we have included in the Postgres, right? Let me open the Postgres again. Okay. Open the Postgres. So we have inserted all the datas in the Postgres, right? All right. Now I will increase the font size. Okay. And I'm connecting to the our database called as NMDB class, right? So we can see inside our we can see inside our database what are all the tables we are having, and mainly we are concentrating in this three database data set only, right? Item master, invoice details, the same thing we have uh, we have converted this into Excel into CSV, and we have inserted the same data set, right? So using update and delete query, we are going to see the with the class. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to form one question with related to the update. So in order to tell about the update, in order to explain the with the class inside the update, I'm just going to show you how to okay, how to modify the how this outer select statement will react to the update inside the with. Okay, for that what I'm going to do is into this is today's session. What is data modifying statement in with the class? Okay, so the first topic we are going to see is how the outer select returns the update. Okay, updated rows. So what is my requirement? I will set my requirement first. Okay. So what is my requirement is in the item master. Okay. In the item master, we will take one item. Okay. For this, for example, okay, we will take this oil. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is my oil price. Okay. My oil price, my rate gone up to one rupees or 2 rupees higher than today than yesterday's rate. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to update this oil price. Okay, I'm going to update this oil price 2 rupees or two part. Okay, for example, if this is 100 rupees, then it gone to 200 rupees like that, or anything like that. We can, or with the rate of 1.5, we are going to increase like that. We can able to do it. Okay, so this oil price gone higher up to the at the rate of 1.5 rupees increased. So now what I'm going to do is now I'm going to update this oil price. Okay, within the with now I'm going to keep this table as item price. Okay, so this particular block name is item price. Okay, as tab space, and inside this block I'm going to do the update operation. Update. So what is my table name? Item master, right? Item master. I'm going to set the rate. Okay, I'm going to set the rate. Okay, set rate into some value. Okay, so my rate has gone up to rate into or sorry equal to rate equal to rate into some values. 0.15% it got increased, or 0.05% it got increased. So that much it got increased. Where what for what I need to update? For what I need to update? For the item group oil. So for all these column. Okay, for item group is called oil. Okay, it will update for all these things. Where item group equal to oil. Right? So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to return, okay, what are all the updates it done. It will, the return statement will return those rows alone. Okay, returning. We have already seen, hope you guys remember. We have already seen during the update query and delete queries, we have seen during Monday, I think. Hope you guys remember that. So now what I'm going to do is, this is the simple update. Okay, this is the simple update, and this will return the updated rows. Okay, using this returning statement, I have written the updated rows. Now I'm going to do some select statement. So for example, select star from what is the block name? This is my block name. I'm going to select everything. Where so item group is oil. So I'm going to select this particular oil alone. Okay. So what I'm going to do is, see, this is the this item price, right? This will return, what it will return means it will return after the update. So now I want to see before update. Okay. Now I want to see what is the update before. Before I have updated in the item master. Right. So in order to do that, I just want to see this item master where group item group is oil. Okay. Now after returning, then I see after returning, then we don't want this. This is enough, I think. See here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to paste the same thing, and I want to show you This is before update and this is after update. Okay, I'm going to run this. Okay, I want to view the item price for, let me execute this and see whether it is returning the same thing or not. It is returning. See, for the oil alone, it is returning. Now I want to see before and after. Okay, before and after. You can see here. See here. So using select statement, what I did was, so inside the with, the update statement got executed. But if I give the select star from item master, then it will return the old price. See here, this is the old price. Okay, this is the old price and this is the new price. So for the to get the new price, what I did was I have given this with the class, this with the block name. What is the with block name? Item price is the with block name, this block update block name. And in order to see the old price, I have given it as an item master. So after execution of this with the block, it got updated, right? It got updated. So this is the simple example for the update query inside the with the block, how it reacts for the select statement. Okay, how it reacts for the select statement. Now I don't want to change the thing, so I'm rollbacking. Okay, so the changes got rollback. Okay, so we will, you will come to know about this rollback and begin and all in the upcoming classes. Okay, I will tell you what is this, so don't worry about that. So for now, what we have seen, the I have updated some rate. Okay, this oil rate. And here I have viewed, see here I have viewed the item master, right? Here I have viewed the item master rate. So it will return the old rate only, even though it got updated. So yet the block element, yet the block statement has not executed. So first thing is it got executed is the select statement, it got updated. Okay, select statement only, the item master will select the old rate of the oil. So after the select statement, okay, after the update, if I want to view the price of the updated items, then I should use this item price. Okay, this item price is nothing but my block name. Okay, wow. So this is the simple example how the update is reacting with the outer select statement. Okay, hope you guys understood this. So next thing what we are going to see is, okay, now I will go to the some delete statement. Okay, I will go to some delete statement. Now what I want is, see, I'm going to delete some record. Okay, I'm going to delete some record from this month to this month, like that. I'm going to delete some record. And I want to keep all those records. Okay, I want to keep all those records in the some backup table. I don't want to delete everything. Okay, I don't want to delete everything. If I want to delete only 1 month of record, okay, just 1 month of record. And now what I want is I want to keep the backup of the deleted record in some table. Okay, so we have already seen how to create a backup table, right? How to create the backup table using this copy. We have, see here, we have seen on Monday session or Tuesday session, I think. So see here, we have created how to create the backup table, invoice backup table and all we have already created. Right now I'm going to take the same syntax and also how to insert in that table also. Okay, now after creating this backup table, the first point, okay, first point is create backup table. The second point is I'm going to delete specific record. Okay, I want to delete the specific. If I delete the specific record from this using the date, okay, from this range to this range of date, if I delete, then it should be reflect in invoice details also, right? It should reflect in the invoice details also. If I delete something in the master table, and it should reflect in the transaction table also, right? So in order to do that, we need to do some merging and everything. So we will see what are all the IDs present in the invoice table, and it should be reflect in the details also. So we have already seen how to do that using in, right? While deleting, we have seen. Okay, we will use that also. So delete the specific record from invoice invoice details, um, which dates are matched in invoice master, right? So it should match in the invoice master also. So what is the third thing I want to do is, okay, the third thing I want to do is I want to insert, okay, insert the deleted records into some backup table created. Okay, we need to create one backup table, delete the specific record from invoice details, and date should match with the invoice master. And the third thing what we are going to do is we have to um, insert the same thing. Okay, we have to insert the same thing, deleted record in that backup table. So this is the three things which we are going to do now. Now, first thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to create one backup table using this create table command. So create table, what is my table name? I can keep it as an invoice details and in INV backup, deleted. Okay, deleted details are here. This means deleted details are here in order to keep track of it. So the given name should be meaningful. Okay, so how I want to create like an invoice table, it should be in the same structure. Invoice details. Invoice details is the table name. So like this invoice table, the invoice details table, I want to create one backup table with no data. Yes, with no data, because I want to delete some specific thing, and I want to insert that data only, not the all the data. If I create without this statement, this is optional. But if I create the table without the statement, then it will took backup of all the data from the invoice to invoice backup table. So I don't want that. I want to insert hereafter only. I'm going to insert. So it should be with no data. So after creating this, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to delete the table. Okay, delete the records from the table. So using with the class. So with I can keep it as deleted or moved. Okay, so I'm going to moved uh, rows. I can keep any name, but it should be meaningful. So moved rows. Now I'm going to delete from where? Delete from where I need to delete from invoice details. What is the under what condition I need to delete? Where my invoice ID, okay, all my invoice ID should get, see here, my invoice ID should get matched with my master table. Okay, so invoice ID, I need to check with the condition where invoice ID is in, where invoice ID should be in this master table. So for particular invoice ID in the master table, how I need to choose is now I'm going to give some condition based on the date. Okay. So I can take any date like for this month alone. Okay. For 2020. So I will take this month. So invoice date INV where Okay, where invoice ID in. So I need to give some select statement. Select invoice ID, or I will use the, I will select star. Okay, star from invoice, invoice master. Okay, it should match with the invoice master with the condition. Okay, with what condition? See this, I have written one subquery inside the condition. Okay, in order to check whether this invoice ID matches with this or not. Okay, so with the condition, what condition is where the date, okay, invoice date should be between what is the range of the date. So I have copied this date, right? So let me type it, 2020 hyphen 0. So 11, from 11 it is having, I think. Let us check whether we are having this particular date or not. Yes, 11 2020 01. Okay, hyphen 01 to which date? Okay, I will take that month alone. And 2020 2020 um, 11. Okay, 11. So up to 30. Okay, up to 30. So that month alone we are going to take. That November month alone we are going to take. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to returning you or NING, right? So returning star. So this returning star will return what are all the things which we have selected here, and it will return. Okay, return should come here. So this will select this will select the records matched between these two dates, and it will check the invoice ID, right? It will check the invoice ID matched with this record. Okay, so what I'm going to do is it should, and I have written everything. So that's all for the with the class. The return should be come here. Okay, so this is the indentation level. For this delete alone, the deleted record should return. So that is the thing which we are doing. So it will return the records. Now what I'm going to do is, after creating one backup table, I have deleted the records matched with the invoice master. And now I'm going to insert into where I want to insert. So I want to insert all the things inside this, the deleted things inside this table, which I have created. Okay. So, okay. And from where it should select star from, select all the records from moved rows. Okay, this moved rows will return all the deleted records. Using this returning statement, I'm returning all the deleted records, and here I'm selecting all the records and put it inside the backup table. So simple, right? More select star from moved rows. That's all. So let me try to execute this. First, I will create one table. I'll try to create one backup table. So the table has created with no records. Now what I'm going to do is, using this with the class and insert, I'm going to move this, whether we can check whether we are getting any error or not, or it is moving. Okay, we are getting error. What is that? Subquery has too many columns. Okay, see here we are having this select query as a subquery, right? So here in this invoice master, if I give star, then it will select both invoice ID and date. Now I want to match it with invoice ID alone, right? So what I'm going to do is, the mistake is I have given it as a star. So it should match it with the invoice ID alone. So now it will retain the invoice ID and it will match it with the invoice ID in the invoice details. Okay, now that is a mistake I have did. Now I have corrected it and I'm going to execute it. See here, How many records got deleted? Nearly 20,000 records got deleted, and it got moved to the this particular table. Now what I'm going to do is, now I'm going to select count star from this table, this backup table. I'm going to check, yes, I'm having this much of count. So what I did was, I have deleted all the records and moved to the this table. So whenever I want to bring back it, I can able to bring back it using the same insert command from this table to my invoice details. So the for now in the invoice details, we have deleted all the records of 2020 November month record. So we don't have November month record in this invoice detail table, right? So this is the way you need to do it. So inside the with class, okay, inside the with class, what this with class is returning, it will return the deleted records, and we can able to process it. Whether you want to select that, whether you want to move that record to some other table or any operation, you can reuse this moved rows in the main query. So this is the main query. You can reuse this moved rows. What this moved rows contain? It contain the deleted records, whether it is update or select or anything. It should be, but it is inside the, if it is inside the with the block, then I can able to reuse that. Okay, that is one of the biggest advantage. So the third question, okay, we will move on to the third question. So now what I'm going to do is, see here, I'm going to display all the items in the mm, okay, I will choose some items. Okay, I will choose some items like rice or anything, and I will take it as an quantity. Okay, for but I will take the date also. Okay, I will take some date, and I will say take some rice or anything, any items, and I want to see whether it got sold. Okay, whether it got sold above some quantity. Okay, above some quantity on particular date. So I will type the question, display all the items with rate. What else? Where the item group item. So my item group is, I will take the rice. Okay, I will take the rice or anything, or veggie or anything. Okay, now I will take the rice. Item group equal to rice. And we will check whether it's sold less than some, okay, whether it got sold less than some quantity, less than quantity of 50 kg, like that. Okay, so on some date, like on the date of, we will take this date. Okay, this date got deleted, right? We will take some other date, or the next day, next month. Okay, next month, like 12. Okay, we will check whether we are having this date or not in the table. Let us check. So we have deleted all these records, right? In the Postgres, we have deleted all the records. And here I have, yes, we will have those records, I think. So everything is in the 11th month, right? We will check whether we are having 12th month record or not. No, we don't have 12th month. So all the records got deleted. Huh? Okay. So we have to reinsert this, right? We have to insert this into our table called as invoice master. INV master. So select star from this backup table. service, we will take this backup table itself. Okay, let me try. Set into master, invoice master, select start from. Okay, invoice master is the table name, right? It's more expression than the target column. Oh, okay. Okay, let me see whether slash b. Yes, we are having all the things like primary key, foreign key relationship, and we need to establish everything. Okay, okay, let us take this table itself, this backup table itself. Then, okay, on date this from this table. Okay. Now what we are going to do is I'm going to display some items. Okay, so I'm going to display the rate of the item and item name, which is the rice. Okay, rice related item 1, item 2, and everything. And whether I want to see which item got sold in within this rice, which item got sold less than 50 kg at this particular date. Okay, from the backup table. Okay, now what I'm going to do is with um, I'm going to give some name like rice items as, oh, okay, I'm going to select what are all the things I want. Item ID, I want item ID, I want item and item group, and what else I need? I need the rate. So everything, okay, from item master. So with the condition, so my I want to choose item master STE or okay STE or item master. So I want, what is the condition I need to give? I want to choose only rice. Okay, so my item group should be item group. Item group should be equal to rice, right? And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to write one more subquery, so which is low sold item. Okay, low sold. So this is the name which I'm keeping for this particular block. So for this block, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select what I'm going to select. I want to select the invoice ID. Okay, so here we are having the same common column is called as an invoice ID, and I want to select the range of date from this master table, right? So in order to do that, we are going to select the invoice date, not to match it with the item ID. Item ID. So I want to match it with item ID with an item master. So I want this column. So after that, I want the rate and quantity, right? Rate quantity, we will give value also. Okay. So whatever column you need. From where? From invoice details. Okay. So from invoice details. Actually, I have select and star. Okay, I don't have any record in the invoice details. That's what the error is. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert. We have deleted the record from the invoice details, not from the invoice master. I forgot that. NV details, right? So now I have reverted back every record we have deleted. Okay, I have inserted back. So we can use this invoice details itself. So why it got deleted every record means we are having that month of record only. I thought we have 2 or 3 months of record, but see here, we are having this month of record only, this 11th month record only. So I need to create it more. Okay. So all the 20,000 record is for that month alone. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the values from invoice details, all the values with the condition of where, what is the condition? So here, what is the condition we have quoted? We have quoted the condition as the quantity should be less than 50, right? Where the quantity is less than 50, right? I'm going to do some order by with respect to quantity. How much lesser? So what are all the range lesser than 50 kg? Okay, quantity into ascending order. If it is descending, then it will comes from the 50 kg to in the decreasing manner. Now I want to see which is the least one. So I will do it in the ascending order. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to select the date. Okay. Invoice date as select star from invoice master. So it is in the master table, right? With the condition where my date should be invoice date is between or I will take only one date alone. Okay, I will take only one date, this date alone. So 11:30 like that, any date. So for this particular date, I want to see whether this rice item sold below 50 kg. Okay, below 50 kg. So that's all. Now what I'm going to do is now I'm going to do the main query. Select star from. So these are all the tables, right? So rice item is the first table. So I will give it. I will give it in the name of any name. Okay. So any name like RC, comma, and second table is low sold. Low sold LS. Okay, comma. And what is the next item? Next thing is invoice date. So I will give it as an invoice date as ID, right? Date ID. That's all. Okay. So with the condition, so that's all. We are going to finish the query, and after this, I will give you some exercise to do. Okay. So what I want is from this invoice date, I'm going to match the invoice ID, right? INV ID, which should be equal to my see here within this low sold item invoice. So it should get matched with the ls dot INV ID. And one more condition is item ID should also get matched. And what are all the things I need to match it with? So this RC should match with RC item ID should be matched with the low sold item. LS low sold item is nothing but our invoice details. LS INV, sorry, item ID. Okay. Now what we are going to do is we will do the execution of this code and we will finish up the session. Okay. Low sold, some bracket is missing, I think. Okay, comma is missing. And here we have given comma, and this is our main query, right? That's all. Let us see whether it is giving output or not. One more, QTY. Okay, there is a lot of spelling mistake I did. QTY. So we will execute this and we will finish up the session. And I will, after the session, I will give you some exercise and poll questions. Okay. Okay. Since there is no item got selected in this particular date, we will try to change the date. No problem. We will try to change the date as a 01 like that. We will give. Let us see if it will come or not. Now also it is not coming. We will see less than 50. I will try to give it as greater than 50 like that. So, okay, I have changed the date here. Sorry. And it should be less than 50. Now it will come, I think. Okay. See here, we are having this much of item. We are having this much of items got sold less than 50 kg on this particular date. Okay. So 1 kg, 10 kg, 14 kg. So these are all the kgs got sold at this particular date. Okay. Hope you guys understood now. Now what we are going to do is, Rajesh, can you please stop the recording?